Jun Hao of Malaysia in his first French Open. 4 courts in action, as you can see, and we've had some wonderful action already in this tournament. Well, this is the bottom quarter of the draw, and Anders Antonsen has literally just come through against Jason Tay of Singapore in 2 straight games. Cho Tien Chen, who 2 weeks ago won the Arctic Open for a 2nd consecutive year, he's come through in 3 games against Gemka. So 3 Danes in this section of the draw. I should have said 3 Danes started in this section of the draw because, as I've just said, Gemka has already lost. So next up is Viktor Axelsen against Leong Jun Hao. Viktor Axelsen, not only a former winner here, he was a finalist here way back in 2012. Here he is. When he reached the final of the French Open in 2012, he was only 18 years of age, and he became the youngest ever Super Series or World Tour equivalent men's singles finalist. And he dashed off from France to the World Junior Championships in Chiba in Japan. Well, this is only his 4th tournament since back surgery on the 2nd of April in Munich for Viktor Axelsen. And a week ago in the Denmark Open, he reached the semi-final, and I thought that was a major step forward in his recovery from that back injury. They've only played once before, and that was in the quarterfinal of the Singapore Open last year, 21-12, 21-11 in 41 minutes. But of course, that was before the back surgery. And I think Leong Jun Hao has improved considerably over the last 12, 18 months. So I think this could be very interesting indeed. "31 years of age now, Viktor Axelsen from Odense, which is the city where we've been playing the Denmark Open, not only this year, but for 19 consecutive years. He went up 5 places on the world ranking after his semi-final last week to 26, but he has been world #1 a total of 183 weeks across 3 different spells as the #1 player on the planet. His opponent, Leong Jun Hao from Malaysia, is 26, born in the Malaysian capital of Kuala Lumpur. He's considerably shorter at 5'8", whereas Viktor Axelsen is a giant of a man at 6'4", or 194, if that's how you prefer to determine your heights. A first ever French Open for the Malaysian, who's number 20 on the world ranking. His 3rd week in total at his career high of 20. So our court officials for this one: umpire Nika of Spain and service judge Kuo from Taipei. My goodness, he's a busy man. He was our umpire for the last match. In fact, all our court officials are very hard working. 2 matches on, probably 1 match off. For Viktor Axelsen, this is his 12th French Open.
Ready to play.
3-time Olympic medalist, not only the 2 golds at the last 2 Olympics, but back in Rio de Janeiro in 2016, he was a bronze medalist. 2-time world champion, European champion 3 times, All England champion twice. My goodness, his list of achievements is really quite extraordinary. Leong Jun Hao, yet to reach a semi-final this year. He's had a couple of quarterfinals, the Singapore Open and the Hong Kong Open. Whereas Axelsen won a couple of titles before his back surgery. The India Open, that was a 750 event, which is what this French Open is. This is the last of 6 Super 750 events on the HSBC BWF World Tour. So not only won the first of the 750s this year, also won the German Open in March.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Viktor Axelsen, Denmark. And on my left, Leong Jun Hao, Malaysia. Leong Jun Hao to serve. Love all. Play.
So it is the Malaysian Leong Jun Hao, far side of the court, that gets this first round match against Viktor Axelsen underway.
1-love.
He's broken the strings of his racket in that very first smash. Pushed it long.
Service over. 1-0.
So, Steen, I said in the introductions there that I thought that last week's semi-final and perhaps most importantly his quarter-final victory in a repeat of the Olympic final against Kunlawut Widdowson, I thought that was significant in the recovery and the confidence now for Axelsen.
I think you're absolutely
2-1.
right. I think we're in a different phase now. We were previously in the sort of like comeback phase and also in the can I come back mental
Good
questioning. Point. Now we're past that. He has come back and he can play at a high level. So barring some other injuries happening, then I don't think we'll hear too much talk about the back injury anymore. Now he's just a regular player that's trying to better his form and produce good results. One of the areas where he has to be particularly alert here, that's in the intervals, that he doesn't accidentally go to the wrong coach, because on the other side is Kenneth Jonassen sitting, who was with Axelsen when he won his Olympic medals. But today he's trying to make it as difficult for him as possible over. Because he's coaching Leong Jun Hao.
2-3.
Yes, and on Axelsen's bench is the former French Open champion. 17 years ago, Peter Gader.
3-0.
Well, he often wears strapping on both shoulders, Leong Jun Hao. I think it's more of a precaution rather than a new issue.
Service over. 4-3.
He's been made to shoulder a lot of responsibility
5-3.
in terms of Malaysian men's singles as of late. Si-Young, who had this terrible back injury, recovered for a long time and came back only to tear his ACL. So again, he's out for an extended amount of time. And Li Shijia has also been out ever since the World Tour finals last year. So
he did briefly try and make a comeback, but he really wasn't ready. Yeah, such a shame. Just wide.
Service over. 4-5. Quick. Thank you. Leong, ready?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Good play.
5-0.
Leong Jun Hao challenging Axelsen at the net. Even doing it in the backhand side of the Dane, where I feel he's a little bit stronger than the forehand side.
That's a good body smash.
6-5.
Oh, strings have gone in Axelsen's racket. He'll be aware of it. Yeah, that's why he was going for
7-5.
the kills.
Quick.
Again, this quick thing, that must be something that has been mentioned at the umpire's briefing. I doubt that any of the players have a plan of sort of extending the match with breaks here at 7-5 in the first game. It's good, though, that the umpires are alert to the fact that we should avoid time wasting.
Yes, and you and I have discussed that it happens more in men's singles than
A lot more.
8-5.
than any other discipline.
Yes. Good net play.
That's a wonderful net shot.
9-5.
Good shot.
That smash from Axelsen, too much down the centre of the court.
Yeah. And he's under pressure when hitting it, so good length on the lift and good height from the lift of Leong Jun Hao. He's quick on his feet, Jun Hao. So really can play some nice defense.
That was a better smash.
Service over. 6-9.
Well, the run of points for Leong Jun Hao stopped at 6. That is significant.
Service over.
That's a pity. Service
10-6.
error.
Service over.
I see that as a missed
7-10.
opportunity from Leong Jun Hao. Oh, it's just long.
8-10.
Super smash. What a
9-10.
difference. I mean, he was smashing down towards the centre of the court without it being a body smash earlier. And look at the difference there when he's going for the sidelines.
Thank you. Viktor. Viktor. Thank you. 9-10.
Oh, that came off the frame. Yeah,
Service
that
over.
lift from
11-9
Axelsen off the
interval.
frame of the racket. It meant it was short, and Leong Jun Hao took full advantage. So 11-9 at the mid-game interval in this opening game. The advantage with the Malaysian.
Rigtig god disciplin. Det er kun i den mellemfase der, hvor vi mister lidt disciplin på forbanen. Er du enig i det? Enig i det?
Ja, meget Men der er plads bag ham fra min forhånd.
Så højt på. Hvad siger du?
Hvis jeg kommer hurtigt på forhånd.
Ja, så længe det er dig, der er først på forbanen, ikke? Så varierer vi mellem nogle gange dumpe, spille tilbage til ham. Når du kan mærke, at han står langt frem, så flytter du. Ja. Og de behøver ikke ligge perfekt den der. I offen,
Court
godt,
1,
du lægger kroppen.
20
Skal jeg lige have en kryds med
seconds.
på
Court
forhånd,
1,
synes jeg?
20 seconds.
Heroverfra.
Ja.
Okay? Kom. Så lige være gården med den slip.
Players on court. Leong on court.
So the players return to court after the mid-game interval of this opening game. Didn't seem to be an awful lot of talk from Peter Gader.
Play.
Did you hear any of it?
There was a little period where Jun Hao raced off to a 10-6 lead. Apart from that, they were quite satisfied, the Danes. A lot about the front court, what to do, when to play back, when to just dump it below the top of the tape, when to play it over Jun Hao.
Oh, angle of that
Service over.
is just devastating, isn't it?
10-11.
Opponent after opponent. They simply won't be used to playing against somebody hitting shuttles from that angle.
And here we see Jun Hao standing back too long, so have to play the lift from a very, very low position.
11-0.
Then he can't get the right trajectory on his shot, and Axelsen can get the angle on his attack, and that's very, very difficult when Axelsen also can get the angle combined with the power.
Challenge
Viktor
here from
Axelsen
Axelsen.
challenges called out.
Thinking of Kirsten Gilmore, I go with the line judge.
Yeah.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. Service over. 12-11. Play.
That's good play. That's super play.
That's beautiful.
13-11.
It's still those quick changes of direction that Axelsen is wary of with his movement. That's understandable. Well left.
Service over. 12-13.
And this
Leong.
time in the smashing sequence, Jun Hao more or less went for eventually building a winner. Overhead shot, I think he can use it as well to sort of pin Axelsen to the mid-court area and then play deceptions around him. Play the flat lifts that
Service over.
was difficult
14-12.
previously from a low position. When he gets in a much better position, he can sort of challenge the Dane a bit more there. Put these deceptions on at the net that we also have seen be useful. Look at that. Good trajectory.
Didn't
Service
seem
over.
to hit that off the middle of the racket. Seemed to be on the
top of it.
Yeah.
Here it comes.
Indeed, it was.
Short. Jun Hao playing up against the little drifter is here in the arena. That's again the good deception.
Service over.
And again, Axelsen
15-13.
not managing to push off when asked to change direction.
Oh.
Leong Jun Hao challenges called
And now
out.
I saw that as definitely long.
Line judge.
Yeah. If it wasn't for the risk of being wrong, I would say Jun Hao decides to do away with one of his challenges. Yeah. But let's see.
Yeah, clearly not.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining.
Was the shuttle changed just prior to that?
Service over.
Some of the info I got
14-15.
from the players was that the shuttles were actually quite okay for the first 4 or 5 shots, and then they started to get frayed a little bit and become slower, just like we saw last week in Denmark Open.
Oh, that crawled over you, you know.
It did.
Well, my impression from seeing play earlier today was that the shuttles were faster than last week.
Yeah, I think so. Last week they were very, very slow.
Wow, good defense.
Oh. 16-15. Play. Play. Swing.
Boy, that was a long time there. There was some discussion about it last week.
Service
good
over.
shot. Acknowledged by
16-0.
Axelsen. Axelsen's very good. He does acknowledge opponents' good shots. He gives them the thumbs up.
He does.
Service over.
And too far back after that push there.
16.
Jun Hao, Axelsen with his reach had it covered. So it's about these small situations where you can get a slight advantage. You've got to pick up on that and enhance that advantage with the next shot and the next shot again.
Good commitment going forward.
18-16.
5 of the last 6 points.
Can you show him? Thank you. Thank you, line judges. Players on court.
Super angle.
19-16.
I don't know. I feel that
Is your court okay?
Jun Hao has dropped in pace.
Thank you.
I don't know if it's tension or...
Well, when you consider he was 10-6 up.
Yeah. Then it's 13-6 since that time. For Axelsen.
Game point 16.
So game point opportunities for Axelsen. 4 of them to be precise. Oh, string's gone again, I think. Oh, my goodness. And now Leong Jun Hao's strings breaking. And on a run of 8 of the last 9 points. Viktor Axelsen closes out the opening game. 21-16 in 21 minutes.
Front court cannot be too safe. Has to be come in and be fast. Then you can take the tight net. Then we can put the pressure on. If we're coming in too soft, then he has time to put it down in your feet or go fast over you. Yeah. Okay. From the beginning, it's the same game plan. Yeah. Now you know very difficult. If you attack one time, you wanna normal lift cannot. Better after soft lift, can lift, okay? Trust your attack, yeah? Keep variation in your serve. Very important. Front court, I still feel, yeah, he wants to do this one. So keep playing on this side, yeah? Because the last couple of times when you return to a forehand, his lift to your forehand is quite good. Agree? Okay. What? But the playing style overall is the correct one. You agree? Aggressive mindset. Yeah. But if we're too far, then just give the high.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Okay. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Well, fascinating listening into Kenneth Jonassen there. Your playing style is okay. Do you agree? And the answer was yes. And he also said, or what I heard, aggressive mindset.
Yeah.
Second game, love all. Play.
So Viktor Axelsen, 1 game to the good, 21-16 the opening game against Leong Jun Hao. What can the Malaysian do in response? Especially as he lost 8 of the last 9 points of the opening game. I think you said something in the opening game that the Malaysian had it was words to the effect of gone off the boil.
Yeah. I thought his pace has
Too
dropped.
low.
Whether
Yeah.
it's tension or not able to play long enough in a consistent high pace, I don't know. But he's got, I mean, he's quick on his feet. He's got a big smash. So here, attack, and then follow up. So sort of
Service
try
over.
and put mental pressure on
1,
Axelsen as
2.
well, that he feels that way. Here's a guy that's playing really, really fast, and he's quick on his feet, and so on. But
Thank you. Leong on court.
there's some times where he's moved away from the front court,
Now.
where I would like him to stand his ground. That was in the first game where Axelsen
Yeah.
had trouble playing the back line with confidence. That's a little bit more difficult on this near side here, but can he actually finish off the rallies from the front court, Leong Jun Hao? I see some of the same signs as with PV Sindhu in women's singles, that he's actually got a really, really good smash. He's super quick on his feet, but he's not used to setting these things up himself. He's sort of playing a little bit more patient playing style, and when the chance occurs, because he's gotten a lot over, then he can sort of finish it off. But if the opponents play clever, play downward below the tape, don't give a lot of time for him, then he's got trouble maneuvering himself to positions where he can attack.
Yeah. Yeah, good play from
Service
Axelsen.
over.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because I think
3-0.
Malaysian fans and many of us who just love watching good badminton players, we all got very excited about Leong Jun Hao back in 2017 when he reached the final of the World Junior Championships, losing out to Kunlawut Widisan.
Yeah.
And then he seemed to be in the wilderness
Viktor
a bit.
Axelsen challenges.
Possibly,
called
we've got a
in.
challenge here from Axelsen.
What-
Possibly
line
because
check?
Lee Si-ja was so much in the limelight, doing well at the All England. I know it was a couple of years later than that, but he hasn't really developed in the way I think many had hoped he was going to develop. And now he's been thrown back into the limelight, as you were pointing out in the opening game, because of the injury to Lee Si-ja, because of the injury to Ng Si-yong. That's plumb on the
Challenge
line.
unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining.
And
Service
and
over.
he's desperately
4-3.
searching for that confidence
Play.
and that little bit of extra that he should have. I watched him. In fact, you were there as well at the Kumamoto Masters last year, where he reached the final, losing out in the final to Li Shifeng, but having beaten Lakshya Sen, Naraoka, semi-final beat Christie, who won last week, and it was a great set of results.
It was, but I think there's also a common denominator that none of the ones that he beat was sort of on a roll. And he has the capacity to beat strong players, but it's difficult for him to do it
Service
consecutively.
over. 4-0.
So, I mean, there's, I don't know, obviously I don't know Leong Jun Hao, and I didn't follow him
Thank
that
you.
much when he was a junior player, but I feel he had some
Players
of the same
on court.
strengths as a junior player, really quick on his feet, big smash, whilst other players that develop physically a little bit later, they tend to be forced to sort of get a game plan, several different game plans according to which opponents they're playing.
Well in. So do you think that Jun Hao doesn't have
5-4.
enough game plans then? Yeah.
I do.
It's this style.
This style, winning this way, and if that's not possible, then I don't think there's that many tools as many of the other top players have in the toolbox.
That's a nice defensive shot.
Fault.
Yeah. Turn the whole rally around, Axelsen,
6-4.
with that defensive flick to the back of the court. So how do you develop that then with a 26-year-old?
I don't know that. I've never done it.
The man I look up to as his coaching wisdom.
Yeah.
You've just shattered my illusion of
Yeah.
you.
I think awareness is one of the first
7-4.
things. Awareness to figure out what is actually the main hurdle. If that's correct, that it's the main hurdle.
To development.
Yeah, and you got to see a lot of videos. You got to do a lot of explanation. So this happens here because of this and that, and develop the awareness within the player. That return, the high return on the low
8-4.
serve equals a high serve when he's serving Leong Jun Hao. It's leaving all initiative to Axelsen.
Yeah, which in men's singles,
Nobody else wants to leave all initiative to Axelsen.
Thank you.
no.
Thank you, line judges. Wait.
I recall when Park Ju-bong was coaching the Japanese team and Kota Naraoka was playing at a high level. And I think it was a team tournament where he'd played him once, or maybe it was the World Tour Finals. Well, he'd played him once.
It was the World Tour Finals.
And then played him later on again in the semi-final. And in my opinion, Kota Naraoka was the best defensive player at that time. And Park Ju-bong said to him, what do you gain by playing defensively? Understood in the way Park didn't think there was anything to gain. There was only one way forward, and that was to take initiative. And since Kento Momota crashed, unfortunately, on the motorway in Malaysia, there hasn't been any player that could stop Viktor Axelsen from the defense. They've only been able to stop him by taking the initiative.
Fascinating. And I agree.
Yeah, I'm glad.
But you verbalized it and perfectly. Oh,
Nope. 11-4, play. Interval. Sorry. No, it didn't touch.
well, he thought it touched. I have a feeling that if it didn't touch, the swipe of the racket caused a bit of air turbulence, and that affected the flight of the shuttle.
Forehand side, everything comes up very fast over you, he turns you. So we need to play this side some more, yeah? The last shot is the right one, yeah? I agree. Yeah? I know that most attack will go, you have bigger chance if you hit the backhand. Yeah? Because there, the forehand, he does more variety, okay? Yeah?
Court
Now,
1,
just
20
need to serve
seconds.
back, yeah?
Court 1, 20
In
seconds.
the game, have to dare to do your deception, so
Coach,
you can change
return to your
the
chair.
speed, yeah? Yeah.
Well, from 3-4 down
11
to 11-4 up, 8 straight points.
play.
And I think we can safely say Axelsen is on a bit of a roll. It's gone wide.
Yeah. Now, we've both seen Kenneth Jonassen coach
12-4.
Viktor Axelsen. And it's been a long, long time, if ever, I can recall a coaching where Jonassen has coached and talked that way to Viktor Axelsen. That has always been a dialogue. When Sun Jun is talking to Shi Yuqi, there's dialogue. When Anders Antonsen is talking to his coaches, there's dialogue. Sometimes he's the opening part of the dialogue.
13,
That's not the case here. And that, I don't think that's because Kenneth Jonassen have suddenly decided to become a different coach. I think he's doing what is necessary, and that's part of my read that Leong Jun Hao is not that aware of what's actually going on and what's working.
I think also it's a cultural thing.
Yes, I agree that you cannot start asking what do you feel yourself if you've never been used to that.
Service over.
But
5,
I mean, there's
13.
also, I've seen other Chinese players where the coaches have told them what to change to in men's doubles and so on. But Xiu Qi, there's a dialogue between him and
Yes.
Sun
Oh. So the run of points comes to an end at 10. It has put a very different complexion on this second game.
Service over. 14-5.
Looks to me as though Jun Hao doesn't actually have belief anymore.
Yeah, I agree.
Lost first round last week to Li Shifeng. Li Shifeng went on to reach the quarter-final. Oh, that's indecision.
15-5.
Right now, it looks to me, the body language of Jun Hao looks to me like he wants the earth to open up and swallow him and get him out of that court. It looks like he doesn't want to be there.
Well, when you've just lost 12 of the last 13
Service
points,
over.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
6-15.
And there's perhaps also some added pressure by having the former coach of your
Yes.
opponent sitting behind you. Sort of like you had all the solutions at hand. You just couldn't cope with it. That's not the way things work, but that's easy to think that way. That's a good kill.
That's a very good
7-15.
kill. Missed it. Oh, 3 straight points to Leong Jun Hao.
8-15.
Mm.
9-15, quick.
It's a careless return of serve.
Match pour 2 sets terminé à l'instant sur le cours numéro 4 avec dans ce double gamme la victoire des japonaises Rui
Fault.
Hirokami.
Service
Sayaka
over.
Hobara.
16-9.
Good deception from the service return there by Jun Hao. Brilliant.
17-9. Thank you. Leong on court. Thank
Yeah,
you.
and just look at the body language there, see.
Yeah.
As he's trying to get up again, head held low. Just long.
Service over. 10-17.
It's landed in.
Leong Jun Hao challenges called in.
Well, he was right there. So presumably had a good look at it. Yeah, he was
Correction
right.
out. (11-17). Play.
6 of the last 8 points to Leong Jun Hao. Wow.
12-17.
Are we going to see a revival? Good smash. Oh my goodness. It seemed to sit there for an age, that net shot from the Malaysian. But it eventually fell back his own side.
I don't know about you, but I could almost see the enhanced concentration level from Axelsen before returning that serve.
Face des compatriotes de l'Inde également, from India as well.
19-12.
L'arbitre de la rencontre, il est finlandais et umpire from Finland, Teemu Paronen. Juge de service, quant à lui, vient de France.
Oh, that's a lovely net shot.
Service over.
And again, Axelsen giving him the thumbs up. Oh, that's super, isn't it?
Service over.
Do you know, that wasn't even particularly near the sideline.
It wasn't.
But he was all about disguise.
It was the racket deception that did the trick.
Match point.
Placement
13.
was average.
7 match point opportunities for Viktor Axelsen. Well taken.
Service over. 14-20.
It pushes long at the back line.
15-20. Game.
And Axelsen delighted with his first round victory over Leong Jun Hao. 21-16, 21-15 in 43 minutes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, each
match won by
victory
Viktor
on court
Axelsen, 21-16,
is a victory
21-15.
in his mental stability, I think, from the recovery of that back surgery.
Viktor Axelsen.
It's all a little step, isn't it, Steen?
It is, and when you have any injury, but especially such a serious one as this one, there's always lots of doubts whether you will ever come back and be the player or close to the player you were.
Exactly. Well, there is confirmation. Viktor Axelsen through to the second round. 21-16, 21-15, beating Leong Jun Hao of Malaysia in 43 minutes.
Glaz Arena pour le cours numéro 3 et un simple dame women single on court number 3. Elle nous vient
Welcome back to Rennes. More first round action here at the French Open. And next up, it is men's doubles, and it's last week's beaten finalists Fajar Alfian and Mohamed Sohibul Fikri of Indonesia up against Wang Di and Liu Yang from China. Well, the winner of this match will play against Lungor and Vestergaard, who we saw win against the Popov brothers a couple of matches ago. So this is the last